Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the UNLV Rebels, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Rebels will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. Safe to say expectations have not been met. When you start a season in the top 5, you expect to contend for a playoff spot. Now they're sitting there unranked. What about just overhauling the whole program if they can't get this thing fixed? There he goes! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. The inside handoff. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's a heat. Catch in the middle. It's Newton. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
From the gun, the running back has it. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, they're after him. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete, Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The offense changing the play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Hauls it in. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Now facing a 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. He's got his man across the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Tar Heels are flying down the field. Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Nicholson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Rebels offense is back on the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, that's how you finish plays. That is absolutely beautiful by this defense. Way to play physical, not give up those extra yards to give up that 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Looking for a huge play. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm. And that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And the Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
From the gun, running back gets to give. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Tar Heels will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He gets a block. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. To the air on first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Newton. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats.
7-0.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window, and he did that right there.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
The RPO, it's complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
On the play. 3rd down.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw again. Got his man on the outside. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Tar Heels have this offense rolling. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Fights off a defender. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. And he just chucks it into the 4th row. The Tar Heels will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 15. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, UNLV. Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those so quick. so elusive, does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Moving away from pressure. It's complete to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down here for the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Tar Heels want to move quickly.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Off the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Touchdown, UNC! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Split backs here. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
To the air on second down. This time it's complete. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
I love when my wide receiver sees the coverage, sits it down, understands its zone, runs the curl, catches the ball, and then gets upfield and gets some positive yards.
Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Newton. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Vegas.
And And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
A little surprising that they didn't go for two, but they're still down by a point.
14, UNLV, 13.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Using the quick game. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
The Tar Heels in the hurry up. They'll try to get it through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Snap it to the back. Creates a little room. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Oh, it's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. That one will be incomplete, and as the saying goes, you do that on first down and you probably just played yourself. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. It's good. Now up by 4 here in the third quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will kick it away to crank up the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what...
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to win the field position with the return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. They'll run play action. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And here comes the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Rebels offense is back on the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. The screen, he can go. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side the wide receiver has.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Well, when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels, not able to connect with the...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up a pretty good field position. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Ruggs.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll ride the hot hand. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll pitch it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit? When he's not scared to come up and tackle. A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you can tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Wants to bring it back. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time, oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They're going back to the ground. Hard running there. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. And the Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Got it, looking for the 1st down. Still running at the 40. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Under fire. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
From the gun on 3rd down. They were trying to work the outside, and he played that perfectly and almost got the pick.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. But because he dropped it, now it's 4th down, and of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Finds him out of the backfield. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Looking to buy time. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. They go to the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Handoff to the lone back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And defensive guys are taught to really work through the hands of the wide receiver. Whenever the ball's starting to come, I'm trying to smash that thing down as soon as the wide receiver's trying to catch it. If we both try to catch it, a lot of times you see those contested catches by the offensive player. Nice job by the defense, knocking it down, getting the ball in the ground.
Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
He's got him in the flat. There he goes. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. In that loss last week, he just never got comfortable. Threw 3 picks, but much better today.
Much better taking care of the football. Listen, being the leader, he made the one mistake, but did a good job moving on from it, leading this offense, and ultimately getting the dub today.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. They happen quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching on the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That gives him now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll leave it with him. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Going deep. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Gets it out fast. Snowed under by the defense.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And the Tar Heels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds the tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Looking downfield on first down. Got rid of it just in time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Wants to keep it in the air. Sends it downfield. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Rebels offense is back on the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Got a first down. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Hand off from the shotgun. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. That last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout.
UNLV.
The Rebels trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
The pitch. Touchdown, Rebels! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, no big surprise here in the 4th quarter. The defense expecting pass, and that's why they've got extra DBs on the field. It's almost like a prevent look. Everybody back there staring at the QB. Going to be hard to throw into that. Obviously, the ball falls incomplete.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the 1st down right here. But if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to...
He lost one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again.
Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. This upset bid has been brutal. It's the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tar Heels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And even though his team is trailing, this guy has stepped up time and time again for his offense. Already over 100 yards, and now comes up with a massive play in a 2.
And he takes it in for the score.
extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, it's your decision.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Newton.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, but we've got less than a minute to go here. We've got to be more aggressive. We've got to take some shots and put some pressure on the defense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Newton. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Unloads to the right. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
At the 33. And that's a first down for the offense.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Under fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Terrell. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
He'll set up to throw. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Rebels. And they grab the lead here in overtime.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he makes the extra point.
UNLV 34, North Carolina 27.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man quickly.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Third down, and they need a touchdown to stay in the game. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Gonna look downfield again. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be defensive coordinator coach.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Pressure coming. It's incomplete, and that's going to do it. A 4th down stop seals it in overtime. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here. We're bouncing around. We're excited after having